Easy Lift Equipment's Eagle Grip attachments are the safest, most durable, quality-constructed attachments available for handling drums with a lift truck. Our Eagle Grip 3 Series lift truck attachments, also known as EG3, utilize heavy-duty single automatic clamping mechanisms for handling a wide range of steel, plastic, or fiber drums in high-volume applications. All fork-mounted models enable lift truck operators to install or remove the attachment within seconds. All EG3 attachments are provided with a heavy rubber belt to rest against the lower side of the drum. The belt reduces the possibility of cosmetic damage or denting to the drum while handling. A spark-resistant clamp option referred to as SRC is also available for handling drums in hazardous areas. The purpose of the SRC option is to ensure that all parts of the clamp contacting the drum are spark-resistant. Therefore, the SRC option includes inner and outer housings constructed of stainless steel along with stainless steel clamping jaws. Before operating any of our Eagle Grip drum handling attachments, it is important to read the manuals and become familiar with the proper operations. Prior to using the equipment, the operator should perform a visual inspection of the attachment. This includes the safety chain, frame, carriage mounts, and the clamping heads, checking for any damage to the equipment from previous usage. If any damage is located, contact a supervisor immediately. To operate the equipment, carefully maneuver your lift forks into the attachment's fork pockets. Once fully inserted, raise the attachment slightly off the ground. It is imperative to fasten the safety chain cam lock to the lift fork carriage prior to proceeding. Failure to do so could result in the attachment inadvertently sliding off the forks and causing property damage or serious personal injury. EG3 models are provided with totally enclosed 43-inch fork pockets for use with lift trucks equipped with 42-inch forks. Standard fork pocket size for EG3 models are 7 inches wide by 2 3/4 inches high by 43 inches long. Having fork pockets slightly longer than the forks themselves is strongly recommended to avoid the tips of the forks piercing the front of the fork pockets. 49-inch fork pockets are available for 48-inch forks. In addition, specific custom-sized fork pockets are available for all Eagle Grip attachments. Once the lift forks have been fully inserted into the attachment fork pockets and the safety chain has been properly secured, you're ready to use your Eagle Grip attachment. Seen here is our EG3 double drum handling attachment, allowing the operator to grip, pick, and move 2 fully loaded drums at a time in high-volume applications, both safely and proficiently. When in use, each drum is gripped with 1 upper and 1 lower clamping jaw, located inside inner and outer metal housings. EG3 double drum handling attachments for handling 2 55-gallon drums at a time are more narrow in design than the width of the drums themselves. This makes unloading drums in tightly packed trailers both easy and efficient. Our Eagle Grip attachments offer the operator flexibility when moving drums to their required destination. The operator can easily place, release, and stage the drums directly onto a skid, floor, or shelving. However, the attachment also offers the ability to place the drums directly into higher rack locations without the need for extra steps or manual labor. The clamping heads are completely mechanical and require no hydraulic or electrical connections to the lift truck. The EG3 single clamping mechanism is even capable of picking up a wide range of plastic or fiber drums, as well as standard 30, 55, and 85-gallon drums. Each EG3 single clamping mechanism is able to handle up to 1,500 pounds per clamp. When picking up drums, it is recommended to tilt the lift truck carriage forward as opposed to tilting the carriage back. Tilting forward helps the EG3 clamping heads contact the drums first and achieve a secure grip. If your lift truck carriage is tilted back when approaching drums, the rubber belt cradle of the CM can push the drums away as you approach them and prevent the EG3 clamping heads from getting a solid grip. It is also important to ensure that the rubber belt is not too taut. There should be some give in the belt as it makes contact with the drums. As mentioned earlier, the SRC option includes inner and outer housings constructed of stainless steel, along with stainless steel clamping jawls. The SRC clamp functions the same as the standard powder-coated clamp, but is better suited for working with flammable materials in potentially hazardous environments. Our EG3 single drum handling attachment consists of the same adjustable fork mount frame as the double drum attachment seen earlier, but only includes one carriage mount. For customers who originally purchased a single drum handling attachment, only to find that production has increased over time, can easily convert the equipment into a double drum handling attachment by adding a second carriage mount to the frame. It is still possible and just as easy to pick up a single drum with a double drum handling attachment as it is to pick up two drums. The placement of the carriage mounts, also known as CMs, on the adjustable fork mount frame can be customized for specific needs. For handling two 55-gallon drums at a time, the two CMs should be placed in the center notches on the outside of the frame, as seen here in red. It should be noted, while this position is designed for 55-gallon drums, it is not required to adjust the placement of the CMs for the occasional clamping of 30 or 85-gallon drums. That said, for handling two 30-gallon drums at a time in bulk, the two CMs should be placed in the inside notches on the outside of the frame, as seen here in red. Similarly, when handling two 85-gallon drums at a time in bulk, the two CMs should be placed in the outside notches on the outside of the frame, as seen here in red. When there is a need to only handle one drum at a time, the single CM should be placed in the center notch in the middle of the adjustable fork mount frame. Again, it is still possible and just as easy to pick up a single drum with a double drum handling attachment as it is to pick up two drums. The process of adding, removing, or adjusting the placement of the CMs is a straightforward process consisting of first, using a hammer and punch to push the roll pin on the backside of the CM far enough through so it allows you to raise the carriage adjuster on the CM, as seen here. It is not necessary to remove the roll pin fully, but instead just enough so the carriage adjuster can be raised. Raising the carriage adjuster allows the operator to manually move the CM's positioning on the frame. To turn a single drum attachment into a double drum attachment, slide the center CM to the outside of the frame, using the appropriate notch placement for the size drums you plan on handling. Then install a second CM onto the other side of the frame, again using the appropriate notch placement. Prior to resecuring the roll pins, you will want to do a quick test to ensure the CM placement suits the required needs. Once tested and verified, resecure the roll pins. To do so, it may be required that you temporarily remove the EG3 heads. Leaving the heads in place could make it difficult for you to use a hammer to resecure the roll pins. With a long enough punch or solid rod, you may be able to drive the roll pins back into place without having to remove the heads. A carriage-mounted version of all Eagle Grip attachments is available for ITA Class II carriages. By mounting clamping mechanisms directly to the carriage, the lift truck is able to handle drums while maintaining a smaller footprint. Please contact Easy Lift Equipment for more details. Easy Lift Equipment's narrow fork frame is also available for situations where handling drums in tightly nested areas or racks is required, or for order picking in congested areas. The narrow fork frame also allows the operator to pick and place drums on the far side of a pallet, even in a congested rack. The Quick Claw option is also available, which eliminates the need for a safety chain as well as prevents the operator from having to dismount and reboard the lift truck to connect and disconnect the safety chain during on and off usage. This is an ideal feature when attachment usage is intermittent over time. The cam locks of the Quick Claw prevent the attachment from sliding off the forks, even when making abrupt stops with fully loaded drums. This safety feature helps prevent accidents and work-related injuries. As discussed earlier, standard models include a safety chain, which the operator connects to the lift truck carriage during use. Seen here is a lift truck making a sudden stop while having the safety chain properly connected, versus a sudden stop where the operator has failed to secure the safety chain. As you can see, sudden stops or rounding corners at a high rate of speed could cause the frame to slide off the forks when the safety chain is not properly secured. This could cause property damage or serious personal injury. Here is a demonstration of an operator setting down an attachment with Quick Claw. Compared to an attachment with a safety chain. Optional scale systems are also available for our Eagle Grip attachments. Scales can be utilized for verifying weight and performing inventory. We offer a 30-day free trial program for first-time buyers. For more information on our products or to discuss the specifics of your drum handling project, please contact us today.